How's it going, guys? This is Iggy PR12, and today I'm going to be bringing you a commentary on the Lancang Dam map for Battlefield 4. We're going to be playing some team deathmatch here, so I hope you guys enjoy. Basically, what we're going to be doing here is obviously I'm going to be commentating on the gameplay. I'm going to be sharing some strategies with you guys that seem to work well for me, and I'm going to be letting you guys know what I think about the game so far. I come from the Call of Duty franchise, and I was skeptical about getting the game because this is a totally different game style. It's very different from Call of Duty, and I didn't know if I was going to adapt well, but I seem to be loving the game so far, and it's a well-built game from everything from the graphics to the mechanics. So yeah, I'm loving the game. Not to say anything bad about Call of Duty, but it's a good game. So what I try to do whenever I get killed is I try to go back to the spot where I just got killed, because there are usually enemies there, or the guy that killed me is there. So I go back to try to get some kills, hopefully get some payback. We weren't able to get the payback here, but it's all good because we still walked out with a kill. And usually after I kill an enemy, or after I just got done engaging in a firefight, what I try to do is I try to go to a secure location, drop down some health pack, and regain my health, because one of the things that's different about this game than from Call of Duty is that your health doesn't regenerate as fast as it would in Call of Duty. So if you just got done engaging in a firefight and you're down to, let's say, 50% health or so, then you go head on with the guy who's at 100% health, 9 times out of 10 you're not going to win a firefight unless that guy just has terrible aim. So it's always good to, take some time to regain your health. Don't just go rushing around to get some kills, because most likely you won't get a kill and you will end up dying. I think the only class that allows you to throw down a health pack so that you can regenerate your health is the assault class. And right now the only thing that I have is the small health pack. I don't have the larger one, and the small health pack allows you to regenerate your health in intervals of 10, as to where the larger medic bag allows you and your teammates to heal a whole lot faster. So I'm not sure how to unlock the larger medic bag. I've been playing Assault for a while and I still haven't unlocked it, so maybe you guys can help me out there. Always check your corners. Something very important. It's something I try to emphasize a lot. You should always check your corners, because you never know where the enemy could be. You always have to, when you enter a building, when you enter a room, check your corners, make sure that it's all clear before you go running around, and that way you can avoid being shot. This enemy right here, he was camping in the corner, he was sitting there in the corner. I almost didn't even notice him, but his laser sight gave him away. That's why I don't like to keep laser sights on my rifle, because if I am sitting somewhere and I don't want to be spotted, if I'm trying to be stealthy, it can really give you away sometimes, and the enemy can take that as an advantage and shoot you without you even realizing that he spotted you. So I don't keep them on. I really don't like them. Plus, I don't hip fire that much, although the hip fire in this game works really well. I think it's even a little bit more accurate than aiming down the sights and firing your weapon sometimes. So at close range, I guess it can be a good thing to use, but I try to stay away from the hip fire. I usually just aim down the sights. I try to anticipate where the enemy is going. I use my mini-map as a reference, because you can spot people who have shot their rifle without a suppressor on their gun, and you can see them on the mini-map. So if I see someone on the mini-map, sometimes I try to kind of work out this path that they're going to take in my head, and I try to set up so that I can ambush them and catch them by surprise. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but whenever it does work, it works great, and you get pretty good kills that way. So always try to anticipate where your enemy is going to be. Don't chase people. I see a lot of that going on all the time. People chasing other people around corners, and the guy's just sitting there waiting for him to come around the corner and he shoots him. So if you are chasing somebody, like I said, check your corners, before you run around that corner, or throw a grenade if the guy is in a room. Don't just run in the room chasing after him, because you're gonna die. A good tip for me, a good strategy that I use, is if someone dies, if one of your teammates die, you can usually see that there will be an indicator on the map somewhere. It'll either be a skull, or if you're running the assault class, you can see people that died, and it'll have like this lifeline thing so that you can go and revive them. But if you don't get the chance to revive them, it is okay. Just kind of use that indicator there to, sort of figure out where the enemy is, because if you see that lifeline, there might be an enemy around somewhere. And you go in the room, you check it out, and you take them out. Well, sometimes there's a sniper or something that probably took out that guy, and the sniper is really far away. So there might not be anybody in that room, but sometimes it works. And when it works, like I said, it works great. It works well. Also, try not to be hesitant in this game. What I mean by that is, whenever you decide in your mind that you made a decision, just go ahead and stick with that. If you can improvise along the way, go ahead and improvise, but don't hesitate. A lot of the times when I have gotten killed is I hesitate. I go into a room and I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't go this way. Maybe I should go back. And the time that I spend thinking, someone comes up from behind me and shoots me. So, try not to hesitate. Just try to go with your gut feeling and do what you planned out in the beginning. Here, I was down to my pistol. I ran out of all the ammunition from my primary weapon, and for some reason I didn't think to pick up that guy's gun. So by the time I looked at it, it was too late. So now I'm down to my pistol. Whenever I am down to my pistol, I try to be as cautious as I can. And by me saying that, I'm not as cautious as I could be, but I try to be, because it's kind of hard to win a firefight with a guy who has a assault rifle and you have a pistol. Here is an example of what I was telling you guys earlier about checking your corners, making sure that whenever you're running around an area, you're running around a container or whatever, you check that out and you know that no one's there. Unfortunately, I couldn't see that guy. He was well hidden behind the cover, so he got me. I should have been checking. I should have slowed my pace down and been a little bit more cautious. Maybe I could have gotten a kill. So, these tips and these strategies, they may not always work, but most of the time they can improve your chances at winning a firefight. They can improve your chances at getting that kill. I was talking about Call of Duty earlier. Another thing that is different for me coming into this franchise is that there are not kill streaks. There are no kill streaks in this game. There's reward you in other ways though, like you get medals, you get ribbons, and things like that. Not necessarily for kills, but if you get a certain amount of headshots, or if you get a certain amount of kills with a carbine or a rifle or whatever, an assault rifle, then you get a ribbon for that. And ribbons, what they do is they add up to your total score at the end of the game, so it helps you level up. And talking about leveling up, that's also another thing that's different from this game to Call of Duty. Call of Duty, you can level up rather quickly. In this game, it takes a while, and I'm not sure why. And I don't think that you can prestige in this game, although I'm not too sure about that, so don't take my word on it. So for the majority of the game, you will see me in this building and or around the areas of this building. I don't like to venture out too much further than that, because there are snipers on the edge of the map that sometimes you can't see, like that guy there, and they take you out without you knowing. So I don't really like exploring this map too much, just this particular map. I'd rather stay in this building right here. There's a good flow of traffic. There's a lot of action in this building, as you guys have seen throughout the gameplay. You can, if it's a good match, you can patrol this area here, rack up on some kills, die a few times. You won't die that much if you have the area secure. Another thing, as I mentioned, that is when you are in an area, don't just stay in the same spot, which I guess would be considered camping. Don't just stay in the same corner that you just killed somebody from, because that guy now knows where you are. So that guy will probably come and try to take you out because he knows where you're at, or he could tell his teammates, hey, yeah, there's a guy under the stairs right there. So try not to do that. You know, if you want to stay in the same area, just move to a different corner, you know, catch the enemy by surprise. So as we spawn here, you're gonna see me run back to the spot where I just got killed, kind of ignoring some of the tips that I told you guys earlier. But this goes back to one of the first tips that I gave you in the video, is I'm going back so that I can get some payback. I know that there are enemies here. I saw I think 2 of them, and I'm running back so I can get some of those kills and get some payback, which we do get it right here. So see, the tips, they work sometimes they don't. Whenever they do work, it's great. Sometimes you can't control it and they won't work, and you will get shot before you can even reach the area. And the last tip I'm going to be sharing with you guys today is that the options that you choose to flank an enemy are really effective. If you see a whole bunch of enemies somewhere, try to go around the side or through a room so that you can catch them off guard, like you will see right here, and shoot them in the back for the last kill of the game. Guys, this has been Iggy PR12. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and please subscribe.